Parsippany-Troy Hills Township, commonly called simply Parsippany, is a township in Morris County, New Jersey, United States. As of the 2010 United States Census, the township's population was 53,238, reflecting an increase of 2,589 from the 50,649 counted in the 2000 census, which had in turn increased by 2,171 from the 48,478 counted in the 1990 census. The name Parsippany comes from the Lenape Native American sub-tribe, which comes from the word parsipanong, which means the place where the river winds through the valley. Parsippany-Troy Hills is the most populous municipality in Morris County. The name Troy Hills was changed from Troy, to avoid confusion of mail being sent erroneously to Troy, New York. Parsippany-Troy Hills was incorporated as a township by an act of the New Jersey legislature on March 12, 1928, from portions of Hanover Township, based on the results of a referendum held on May 9, 1928, that split off both East Hanover Township and Parsippany-Troy Hills from Hanover Township. In 2006, Parsippany-Troy Hills was recognized by Money magazine as the 17th ranked of the best places to live in the United States, the highest-ranked location in New Jersey. In 2008, it moved up to 13th position. Parsippany returned to Money magazine's Best Places list in 2012, in the 15th position. It returned to the list in 2014, where it ranked 16 with Money citing its arts and leisure. History: after the Wisconsin Glacier melted around 13,000 BC, half of Parsippany was filled with water as this was Lake Passaic. Around the area grasses grew, as the area was tundra and then turned into a taiga boreal forest as the area warmed. Paleo-Indians moved in small groups into the area around 12,500 years ago, attracted by the diversity of plant and animal life. Native Americans settled into the area several thousand years ago, dwelling in the highlands and along the Rockaway River and the Whippany River, where they hunted and fished for the various game that lived in the area and migrated through the area in autumn. Paintings in a rock cave were found in the late 1970s in western Parsippany in the highlands. From 1611 to 1614, the Dutch established the colony of New Netherland, which claimed territory between the 40th and 45th parallel north, a zone which included northern New Jersey. The Native Americans traded furs and food with the Dutch for various goods. In return, the Dutch gave the Native Americans metal pots, knives, guns, axes, and blankets. Trading with the Native Americans occurred until 1643 when a series of wars broke out between the Dutch and Native Americans. There were hostile relations between the Dutch and Native Americans between 1643 and 1660. This prevented colonization by the Dutch of the Morris County region, which was technically included in their claimed New Netherland. On August 27, 1664, 3 English ships approached Fort Amsterdam and the fort was surrendered to the English. The English now controlled New Netherland and Morris County was now under control of the colony of New York. Relations with the Native Americans improved for a while. There was a war with the Dutch 10 years later. The Dutch retook control of New Amsterdam but after a year returned it to the English. Relations with the Native Americans and English improved for a while. English settlers started to move into the area around 1700. The Parsippany area had flat land and fertile soil, and a fresh water supply, allowing them to succeed at farming. All types of game, especially waterfowl, provided colonists a chance to succeed. Geography: according to the United States Census Bureau, the township had a total area of 25.394 square miles, including 23.563 square miles of land and 1.831 square miles of water. Unincorporated communities, localities and place names located partially or completely within the township include Greystone Park, Lake Hiawatha, Lake Interval, Lake Parsippany, Mount Tabor, Parsippany, Powder Mill, Rainbow Lakes, Rockaway Neck, Tabor and Troy Hills. Lake Hiawatha and Mount Tabor are neighborhoods with their own zip codes. In 2000, 55% of Parsippany residents had an 07054 zip code. In 2011, Parsippany residents could live in one of 12 zip codes. Until 2000, There was a 13th zip code within Parsippany, eliminated with changes at the Greystone Park Psychiatric Hospital. Climate the township has a humid continental climate, with cold winters and very warm to hot summers. It is usually cooler than Manhattan at night and in the early morning. The record low temperature is at 26 degree Fahrenheit, and the record high is 104 degree Fahrenheit. Geology Parsippany-Troy Hills lies in the Newark-Piedmont Basin. Around 500 million years ago, a chain of volcanic islands crashed into Proto-North America, riding over the North American plate and creating the New Jersey Highlands, which start in the western portion of the township. This strike also created land formations in the rest of eastern New Jersey. Around 450 million years ago, a small continent, long and thin, collided with North America, creating folding and faulting in western New Jersey and southern Appalachia. The swamps and meadows of Parsippany were created when the North American plate separated from the African plate. An aborted rift system or half-gruben was created. The land area lowered between the Ramapo Fault in western Parsippany and a fault west of Paterson. The Ramapo Fault goes through the western part of the township. The Wisconsin Glacier came into the area around 21,000 BC and left around 13,000 BC due to a warming in climate. As the glacier slowly melted, this created rivers, streams and lakes, leaving most of the township under Lake Passaic, which was the biggest lake in New Jersey at that time, stretching from the edge of the Ramapo Fault in western Parsippany eastward to almost Paterson. The area was first tundra when the Wisconsin Glacier melted, and then as the area warmed formed taiga boreal forests, along with vast meadows. Slowly Lake Passaic drained and formed swamps in the township, such as Troy Meadows, and Lee Meadows on the old Alderney Farm tract are perfect examples. Due to the fact that there was lowlands next to highlands created a diversity of flora and fauna. Swamps and meadows next to oak forests created a diverse flora and fauna spectrum. Demographics Census 2010 At the 2010 United States Census, there were 53,238 people, 20,279 households, and 14,094 families residing in the township. The population density was 2,259.3 per square mile. There were 21,274 housing units at an average density of 902.8 per square mile. The racial makeup of the township was 62.37% white, 3.52% black or African American, 0.17% Native American, 29.09% Asian, 0.02% Pacific Islander, 2.03% from other races, and 2.80% from two or more races. Hispanics or Latinos of any race were 8.32% of the population. As of 2010, 17.4% of the township's population self-identified as being Indian American, making them the largest minority group in the township. There were 20,279 households, of which 30.9% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 58.3% were married couples living together, 7.9% had a female householder with no husband present, and 30.5% were non-families. 25.0% of all households were made up of individuals, and 7.9% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.58 and the average family size was 3.14. In the township, 20.8% of the population were under the age of 18, 6.3% from 18 to 24, 29.7% from 25 to 44, 29.4% from 45 to 64 and 13.7% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 40.5 years. For every 100 females there were 97.1 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 95.7 males. The Census Bureau's 2006 to 2010 American Communities Survey showed the median household income was $85,760 and the median family income was $102,601. Males had a median income of $67,109 versus $50,415 for females. The per capita income for the borough was $40,965. About 1.8% of families and 3.2% of the population were below the poverty line, including 3.5% of those under age 18 and 5.7% of those age 65 or over. Census 2000 As of the 2000 United States Census there were 50,649 people, 19,624 households, and 13,167 families residing in the township. The population density was 2,115.5 people per square mile. There were 20,066 housing units at an average density of 838.1 per square mile. The racial makeup of the township was 74.28% white, 3.11% African American, 0.12% Native American, 18.06% Asian, 0.06% Pacific Islander, 1.90% from other races, and 2.48% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race was 6.98% of the population. There were 19,624 households out of which 29.5% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 56.2% were married couples living together, 7.6% had a female householder with no husband present, and 32.9% were non-families. 27.1% of all households were made up of individuals and 6.7% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.53 and the average family size was 3.13. In the township the population was spread out with 21.0% under the age of 18, 6.7% from 18 to 24, 35.2% from 25 to 44, 25.9% from 45 to 64 and 11.2% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 38 years. For every 100 females there were 97.8 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 94.7 males. The median income for a household in the township was $68,133, and the median income for a family was $81,041. Males had a median income of $51,175 versus $38,641 for females. The per capita income for the township was $32,220. About 2.6% of families and 3.9% of the population were below the poverty line, including 4.0% of those under age 18 and 6.3% of those age 65 or over. Parsippany-Troy Hills has a large Indian American community, with 8.39% of Parsippany-Troy Hills residents having identified themselves as being of Indian American ancestry in the 2000 census, which was the 8th highest of any municipality in New Jersey, for all places with 1,000 or more residents identifying their ancestry. Economy. Since 1967, the Vince Lombardi Trophy has been exclusively handcrafted by Tiffany & Company in Parsippany each year for the winning team of the Super Bowl, as is the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy granted to the winner of the NBA Finals. Corporate residents include Actavis, Century 21 Real Estate, Curtiss-Wright, Lexus and Toyota Financial Services, Wyndham Worldwide and PNY Technologies, a manufacturer of computer memory devices, are in Parsippany-Troy Hills. The U.S. operations of Cadbury Adams, Reckitt Benckiser, Ricola and Sofilo are located here. Cendant Corporation moved its headquarters to Parsippany-Troy Hills in 2001. In 2006 Cendant separated into several different companies, including Avis Budget Group, parent company of Avis Rent-A-Car System and Budget Rent-A-Car. Sports. Parsippany SC is a soccer club that hosts teams in both the Super Y League and the Super 20 League. Parsippany-Troy East, one of Parsippany's two township Little League teams, competed in the 2012 Little League World Series, losing in the third round of play at South Williamsport, Pennsylvania to a team from Petaluma, California. Government. Local government. The township is governed within the Faulkner Act under the mayor-council system of municipal government, implemented based on the recommendations of a Charter Study Commission as of January 1, 1966. The government consists of a mayor and a 5-member township council, all elected to 4-year terms of office on an at-large basis in partisan elections held every other year as part of the November general election. Either 2 or 3 council seats are up for vote each election, with the mayoral seat up for vote at the same time that 2 seats are up for vote. The mayor and council are separately elected, with the mayor serving as the chief executive officer, and the council serving in the capacity of a legislative body. Some responsibilities of the mayor include preparation of the budget, enforcement of the ordinances, supervision of municipal departments and property, execution of council decisions, and oversight of other functions of the municipality. Some of the responsibilities of the council include adopting ordinances, approval of contracts presented by the mayor, scheduling times and places for council meetings and designation of the official newspapers of the municipality. As of 2015, the mayor of Parsippany-Troy Hills is Republican James Barbario, whose term of office ends December 31, 2017. Parsippany-Troy Hills' Township Council consists of Council President Paul Caffey, Jr., Council Vice President Robert Pelliso, Michael J. DePiero, Brian Stanton and Dr. Louis Valerie. Barbario unseated incumbent Mayor Michael Luther by a margin of 8% in 2009, in an election in which Republicans took hold of all of the township's elected offices. In November 2012, Jonathan Nelson became the first Democrat elected to the Township Council in 26 years after upsetting Mayor James Barbario's candidate, Republican Judy Tiedemann. List of mayors: 1. Jack Walsh 1966, 2. Henry Luther 1966-1974, 3. Jack Fahey 1974-1982, 4. Frank Pryor 1982-1994, 5. Mimi Letts 1994-2005, 6. Michael Luther 2006-2010, 7. Jamie Barbario 2010 present. Federal, state and county representation equals. Parsippany-Troy Hills Township is located in the 11th Congressional District and is part of New Jersey's 26th State Legislative District. New Jersey's 11th Congressional District is represented by Rodney Frelinghuysen. New Jersey is represented in the United States Senate by Cory Booker and Bob Menendez. For the 2014 to 2015 session, the 26th Legislative District of the New Jersey Legislature is represented in the State Senate by Joseph Pennacchio and in the General Assembly by Betty Ludacris and Jay Weber, and the Governor of New Jersey is Chris Christie. The Lieutenant Governor of New Jersey is Kim Guadagno. Morris County is governed by a 7-member board of chosen freeholders, who are elected at large to 3-year terms on a staggered basis, with either 2 or 3 seats up for election each year as part of the November general election. The Freeholder Board sets policies for the operation of 6 superdepartments, more than 30 divisions plus authorities, commissions, boards and study committees. Actual day-to-day operation of departments is supervised by County Administrator, John Bonany. As of 2014, Morris County's freeholders are Freeholder Director Thomas Mastrangelo, Deputy Freeholder Director David Scapicchio, Douglas Cabana, John Cicero, Catherine A. DeFilippo, John Crickus and William Hank Lyon. Constitutional officers are County Clerk Ann F. Grossi, Sheriff Edward V. Rochford and Surrogate John Pecoraro. Politics equals. As of March 23, 2011, there were a total of 30,393 registered voters in Parsippany-Troy Hills Township, of which 7,022 were registered as Democrats, 10,046 were registered as Republicans and 13,310 were registered as unaffiliated. There were 15 voters registered to other parties. In the 2012 presidential election, Democrat Barack Obama received 52.7% of the vote, ahead of Republican Mitt Romney with 46.3%, and other candidates with 1.1%. Among the 21,673 ballots cast by the township's 32,187 registered voters, for a turnout of 67.3%. In the 2008 presidential election, Democrat Barack Obama received 51.7% of the vote, ahead of Republican John McCain with 46.9% and other candidates with 1.0%. Among the 23,635 ballots cast by the township's 31,458 registered voters, for a turnout of 75.1%. In the 2004 presidential election, Republican George W. Bush received 51.8% of the vote, polling Democrat John Kerry with 47.1% and other candidates with 0.6%. Among the 22,061 ballots cast by the township's 30,505 registered voters, for a turnout percentage of 72.3%. In the 2013 gubernatorial election, Republican Chris Christie received 65.5% of the vote, ahead of Democrat Barbara Bono with 32.8%, and other candidates with 1.6%. Among the 14,280 ballots cast by the township's 32,046 registered voters, for a turnout of 44.6%. In the 2009 gubernatorial election, Republican Chris Christie received 53.3% of the vote, ahead of Democrat John Corzine with 36.8%, Independent Chris Daggett with 7.5% and other candidates with 0.7%. Among the 15,742 ballots cast by the township's 30,870 registered voters, yielding a 51.0% turnout. Fire protection. Parsippany-Troy Hills Township is protected by 6 different fire districts serving out of 10 firehouses throughout the township. Each district operates as their own fire department with each having its own chief and other line officers. Every district is 100% volunteer and are on call around the clock, with dispatching for all fire districts provided by the Township Police Department. District 1, Mount Tabor Fire Department, founded in 1910. District 2, Rainbow Lakes Fire Department. District 3, Lake Parsippany Fire Department, founded in 1935. District 4, Lake Hiawatha Fire Department, established in 1935. District 5, Rockaway Neck Fire Department. District 6, Parsippany-Troy Hills Fire District 6, founded in 1929. Provides fire protection to Tivoli Gardens, Cambridge Village, Hills of Troy, Morris Hills Shopping Center, Green Hill Shopping Center, Hilton Hampton Hotels, Sylvan Way and Campus Drive area, Jefferson Road area, Lake Interval, and Mazdarbrook Housing and Senior Centers, as well as sections of I-80, I-287, 46, 10, and 202, with stations at 60 Littleton Road and Smith Road. Education. Public schools. The Parsippany-Troy Hills School District serves students in pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. As of the 2012-13 school year, the district's 14 schools had an enrollment of 7,166 students and 609.4 classroom teachers, for a student-to-teacher ratio of 11.76 to 1. Schools in the district are Eastlake Elementary School, Interval Elementary School, Norwood Elementary School, Lake Hiawatha Elementary School, Lake Parsippany Elementary School, Littleton Elementary School, Mount Tabor Elementary School, Northvale Elementary School, Rockaway Meadow Elementary School and Troy Hills Elementary School for elementary school. Brooklawn Middle School and Central Middle School for grades 6 to 8. And Parsippany High School and Parsippany Hills High School for grades 9 to 12. Private schools. Parsippany Christian School, established in 1970, serves students in preschool through 12th grade as a ministry of Parsippany Baptist Church. All Saints Academy serves preschool through 8th grade, as the result of a 2009 merger of St. Christopher Parochial School and St. Peter the Apostle School. St. Elizabeth School, founded in 1970, offers Montessori education to children in preschool through 6th grade. Both are Catholic schools operated under the auspices of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Paterson. Popular culture references. In the Seinfeld episode The Mom and Pop Store, Jerry loses his shoes and finds out that they ended up at a garage sale in Parsippany. In The Karate Kid, Daniel's uncle Louis is said to be from Parsippany. In the movie the ex-Wesley states, "So during the school year I live with my mum in New Jersey. And I spend the summer here with my dad. But he's at work all the time, and all my friends live back in Parsippany, so it's pretty gay." Transportation equals roads and highways equals. As of May 2010, the township had a total of 208.45 miles of roadways, the most of any municipality in the county, of which 173.78 miles are maintained by Parsippany-Troy Hills, 11.30 miles by Morris County and 23.37 miles by the New Jersey Department of Transportation. Parsippany lies at the crossroads of many major roadways including Interstates 80, 280 and 287, U.S. Routes 46 and 202, New Jersey Routes 10 and 53, as well as County Route 511. In 2013, Route 53 was renamed as the Alex DeCroce Memorial Highway in honor of Alex DeCroce, a township resident who was a member of the New Jersey General Assembly from 1989 until his death in 2012. Public transportation equals, the Mount Tabor Station offers train service on the New Jersey Transit Morristown Line, with service to and from Penn Station in Midtown Manhattan and Hoboken Terminal. New Jersey Transit provides bus service on the 79 route to and from Newark, with local service on the 870, 871, 872, 873, 874, 875, 880, 29 and 79 routes. China Airlines provides private bus service to John F. Kennedy International Airport from the top-quality food market 828 Route 46 in Parsippany to feed its flight to Taipei, Taiwan. Parsippany runs a two-route bus system known as Parsippany Transit that offers bus service free to all residents and operates 6 days a week. Bus service to the Port Authority Bus Terminal in Midtown Manhattan is provided by Lakeland Bus Lines along Route 46 and Interstate 80. Morristown Municipal Airport, a general aviation airport, is located 6.7 miles from the township. Notable people. People who were born in, residents of, or otherwise closely associated with Parsippany-Troy Hills include, Joe Bernard, college football coach who was head coach of the Fairfield Stags football team in 2001 and 2002. Debbie Bramwell Washington, IFBB professional bodybuilder, R.J. Cobbs, defensive back who has played in the NFL for the New York Giants. Clarence Curry, defensive specialist who played in the NFL for the Arizona Cardinals. Alex DeCroce, member of the New Jersey General Assembly from 1989 until his death in 2012. Who was memorialized with the renaming of Route 53 as the Alex DeCroce Memorial Highway. Betty Lou DeCroce, politician who was sworn into the General Assembly in 2012 to succeed her husband. Sherman Edwards, songwriter best known for writing the lyrics and music for the musical 1776. Keith Ferris, artist creator of the B-17 mural Fortresses Under Fire, World War II Wing, National Air and Space Museum, Smithsonian Institution, Washington, D.C., Dean Gallo, represented New Jersey's 11th Congressional District from 1935 until his death. Jessica Lee Golden, Broadway actress. James Jean, award-winning artist and illustrator. Danielle Jonas, wife of Kevin Jonas and reality star who appears in Married to Jonas. Jane Krakowski, actress, best known for her roles on Ally McBeal and 30 Rock. Steve Krisiloff, race car driver who started the Indianapolis 511 races. Robert Lazzarini, sculptor, installation artist. Paul Marabella, pitcher who played for 13 seasons in Major League Baseball. Johnny Morant, wide receiver for the Oakland Raiders. Joe Asulak, Major League Baseball player. Garrett Reisman, NASA astronaut. Joe Rigoli, baseball scout for the St. Louis Cardinals. Angelo Savoldi, former professional wrestler. Herb Scherer, professional basketball player for the Tri-Cities Blackhawks and New York Knicks. Chris Singleton, linebacker for the New England Patriots and Miami Dolphins. References. External links, Parsippany-Troy Hills Township website, Parsippany-Troy Hills School District, Parsippany-Troy Hills School District's 2012 €13 school report card from the New Jersey Department of Education, school data for the Parsippany-Troy Hills School District, National Center for Education Statistics.